Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Welcome to this amazing episode of the New York Sofalites with our guest Sofalite Maura, here to discuss Taylor Swift, our original Swiftie friend. I'm Stephanie, and I'm here with my oldest friends, Rachel and Gretchen. And Gretchen is also my sister, so if we're snarky towards each other...
Well, she has to be my friend. She has no choice, so, yeah.
Gretchen's like, I can be as mean as I want, and she has to forgive me.
I would never.
We're bringing the Taylor Swift energy to this intro
it's spicy,
in a big way.
It's spicy, it's sweet.
I'm the eldest daughter here, so... I was thinking about this today, I was like... I'm gonna be the only eldest daughter tonight.
Well, I'm the eldest daughter.
That's such an eldest daughter thing to say. Yeah,
so, like,
only child is different. Only child.
And Taylor's the only daughter, so this is not.
But she has a brother.
Yeah, but she's still eldest daughter.
Okay.
She didn't say
eldest
she's the
child.
eldest
child.
I am the eldest child.
And the eldest daughter.
Yeah.
Which is a deathly combination, but
we
okay.
are going
I
to,
won't
don't
complain
worry,
about that here.
Okay, so that whole song's on my agenda.
Okay.
We have a lot to talk about tonight, as you can tell.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world.
Yes. And
a lot of ups and downs in the world, but we're gonna keep it light tonight and talk about Taylor Swift.
Yes, couple agenda items first, though. So
yes, and maybe it won't be light because
I was gonna say Ophelia's not a light.
Ophelia's not a light topic.
No.
Shakespeare, not a light topic.
No.
Before we get into that, I feel like there has been some other news this week that has been particularly important in my household, and that is that the K-pop Demon Hunters have gone platinum. Which
I don't know the K-pop Demon Hunters. I know they're big. But
honestly, like this song, I don't know if it's just because I have a little bit of Stockholm syndrome because my children love K-pop Demon Hunters so much. My daughter can sing every word to every one of their songs.
Aww.
But this song, they were on Jimmy Fallon and he like told them that they had gone platinum and it was so cute. They were so excited.
Aww.
They performed the song Golden. The people that perform these songs are members of a K-pop band. It has many more members. It's called Twice. It has 9 members. I love K-pop.
And tonight I learned what K-pop was.
Mara learned that K-pop only comes from South Korea.
Not North Korea. She is a true Swiftie. She's in the Swiftie world. She is not in Korea.
She's not in Korea. And so anyway, that is the only other news that has taken place this week. Everything else on our feeds, in our lives, in our hearts, in our minds has been nothing but Taylor Allison Swift.
And Paris Fashion Week, but we'll talk about that if we have time, because there is Taylor Swift first. And,
only one thing could eclipse Jonathan Anderson's women's wear debut at Paris Fashion Week, and it's this fucking Taylor Swift album.
So we have Maura on because she's our Taylor Swift expert. She's our Swift
okay.
She is.
So we're all dabblers. I'd say Rachel, you actually, Rachel and I and Rachel's lovely husband Manny talked last week about the debut of this album. I know you kind of brought it into your kids. You had a nice time, but like I've listened to pieces of all the songs, but not the whole album.
Oh my God. I can't. You've had a week.
Gretchen, you failed. You failed.
This album is 42 minutes long.
Like, you can't just listen to a piece of one of her songs.
Should we say what the album is?
Okay.
It's her 12th album.
Yes.
It's called Life of a Showgirl. And its debut was announced, a couple months ago on her boyfriend, now fiance's podcast?
Yeah, she announced it before that, right? Remember all the orange stuff? Was it on his podcast?
No. It was on his podcast that she announced it.
Okay.
Yes, there were several countdowns before that for other various
I see. Okay.
purposes.
So it's her 12th album, and it's like more, I don't know, it's just like different, and there's been a lot of like feedback, but I'm curious what the non-Swifties thought about it first.
Wait, let's go from like least Swiftie to most Swiftie. So we'll start with Gretchen.
Obviously, Gretchen is the least.
Sorry, I love probably the least Swiftie. I look main okay. No qualms with Taylor Swift. I just could not get into this album. I listened to pieces of every song. Could not listen to all of them.
Could not and did not.
Well, and it's just like I'm not in the mood for it right now, so it's probably not the right time for me to be in this space, and it's probably not the right album for me to get into Taylor Swift. I will say
that's so fair.
And but
I respect that.
She had an artist who I'm really into right now. Play at her London show, I think at the Eras tour, named Sophia Azella, and I'm really into her right now. Like, I respect her. I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot of, complexity. People are reacting to this, but not my thing right now, I will say. So
I think like your reaction is kind of part of the complexity though, because I think that if I was in like a different place, like I would have reacted to this album differently too. Like even like as much as like 6 months ago.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So who is our next non-Swiftie? Probably Stephanie, I'd say.
Yeah. Again, no shade to Taylor. I mean, there are like
don't come for us.
Oh
don't
God,
come for
Swifties,
us.
don't come for us.
Don't come for us.
We're here for you.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
And we want to understand. No, I listened to this album in its entirety. And
better than me.
I'm impressed.
It's 42 minutes long.
Sorry.
And I thought that it was like really interesting because I saw a lot of like reactions to it on like Instagram and other social media and stuff before I listened to it. So I was probably like a little biased going into it. But also like not really. I think I just listened to it, and there were some things I liked, and there were something I couldn't understand like why some people were not as like excited about it, but I also feel like this backlash she's getting when people say like, oh, it's not good because she's not good anymore because she's in love. That's like incredibly like misogynistic and like very yeah like, very sexist. Not to like cry feminism all the time, but I'm like,
no, I love
like,
that you
let
brought
her
that
be.
up. Yeah, because I
and
feel
she
like
wants,
it's
like,
not anti-feminism to like be happy and love and celebrate your spouse when you finally meet someone that gets you. Like,
yeah, and also like not all these tracks are like happy and about her fiance, Travis Kelce. Like not all of them are. Like there's a lot of stuff on here I feel like that's not. And like there was that one song, what's it called? It's about she's saying like just kiss the front, like throw out the
ruin the
friendship.
friendship.
Ruin the friendship. Yeah, I thought that was
liked that
very
one.
interesting because
Yeah.
I felt like it came
Taylor
out of
Swift
It was very
nowhere.
classic.
Yeah, I felt like it came out of nowhere in this otherwise like there's a lot of like love in the album, but then there's also a lot of like resentment. Like there's the canceled, song.
Father
Like,
figure.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think people are being like really
Life of a showgirl.
like reductive about it. Yeah, they're like, oh, she's
Yeah.
happy, and so it's not good. I don't think that's true at all.
No.
Yeah. So like it's funny because like I had heard the album leaked, and like the main feedback that I heard that made me giggle was people were like, oh, the tracks are too short, and like her response was, you can listen to them twice. So like I kind of like went into it knowing like what to expect, and like I was actually like I just think this album is such like a breath of fresh air in her whole like collection, and like I've been a Taylor Swift fan on and off for years. Like I kind of like I wasn't really into the Speak Now Red era, Fearless. Like I was into different songs that I downloaded illegally on LimeWire at the time, but I never like got into her as like, oh, these are her albums. even like I feel like the first album I ever actually listened to in entirety of hers was 1989. And I liked Reputation a lot, and then Lover was meh, and then like I don't know, I loved like the Folklore Evermore era that kind of like solidified my like Swiftyism, I guess, or Swiftyhood or whatever you want to call it, I guess. But I don't know, I liked the album. I liked that it was short, sweet, to the point, like upbeat, punchy. It still had a lot of layers of depth though. So like I kind of want to get into that a little bit, but like I was not expecting like what else could she do? She gave us a whole like dissertation of tortured poetry, whatever the hell that was, which was
Literally.
good, but like it was a little self-indulgent. I felt like that's not my favorite album. It's probably my least favorite of her
Ooh.
entire collection is the Tortured Poets Department or whatever it is. Anyway, so I love it for so many reasons. I think it's so nostalgic. I think it has complexity. I think The Fate of Ophelia is her best song to date that she's ever written. I think it's going to be her biggest hit of all time. I'm like so
Wow.
happy for her. Like she's living her best life. She found the love of her life. She's number one. Like a billionaire. Like people hate her because has everything. Like they want to reduce her, but let's be honest, like her art and her prose and the way that she words things and the way that she carries herself and articulates and makes decisions is why she's on top.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's my
Yeah.
Swiftie feminist speech. Like she's a millennial, which I'm like proud she's one of us. Like if people in this country gave us the reins, we would fix a lot of shit because we know the pre-internet world, we know the post-internet world, we knew the Goldies, like, and we have been shit on. And we can still relate to Gen Z because we're dealing with their crap. But anyway, let's not make it about this right now.
No, I totally.
But
get
these
that.
are all. But like, I just think it's like she's badass. Like, love her, hate her. She's skilled. Like, I don't think she has to be everyone's cup of tea. Like, I respect people
Yeah.
that this album doesn't reach because it's like I get it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know. There's a lot of things.
There are so many things. I feel like we can really drill down on so many of the things that you just introduced. I feel like this album, for me, like I listened to this album and I had a great time, and I was like, many of these songs are kind of fun and I really dug it. I didn't really know like what most of America was kind of talking about when they were like, oh, this is, it's not her best work. It's like, this and that. I was like, I can't really place like all of the bad feedback from listening to the songs. I was like, these are very capable songs. They're well written. I like them. They're listenable. There's no skips.
I think she's evolved. Like, I just think it was short, sweet, and to the point, and like it was just a different vibe, and like.
And that was on purpose, definitely. Like, she
Yeah.
definitely purposefully, she got with the Swedes and she made a short, sweet, concise, dense, I think it's like really lyrically dense album full of all of the things that people who love Taylor Swift love. And I think that millennial women probably love it most of all.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
appreciate that she was kind of unapologetically millennial with this album too.
I have to read you
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
headlines, which was from
I'm excited.
Which one is it?
the Slate headline that said it's a masterpiece of cringe.
Oh, yeah. I'm here for the cringe.
Yeah.
Give it to me, baby.
I am too.
We grew up with Boy Meets World and the Wonder Years. Like, Winnie, hello.
I have to say, and
Awkwardness is part of our DNA. Like,
Maybe-
it just is.
And like,
maybe
what's
I
wrong
am
with
the cringe, you
cringe?
know?
It's wholesome. Like, who cares? Like, be cringy. I'll be a cringy grandma till I die.
Yeah,
also,
like
I just like the idea that we should all be a little bit cringe, because if you're not cringe, then you're doing nothing, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like being cringe, like having
Yeah,
a little
I'd rather
cringe
be
is
cringe
part
than,
of being
not
alive.
trying something, you know? So, sorry,
So-
Steph.
Yeah.
Maybe you
But I
are
also
cringy.
think it's
Maybe.
but I also think it's like it is so cringy though to people who like it is cringy and like I don't know how to word what I'm
Well,
trying to
what are
say.
you thinking about the specific song that I'm thinking of that everyone's like harping on?
What would?
Which one?
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
saying,
even
like,
think that's
the
that
cringiest.
cringy.
I was
I think Wish List is. That's so funny.
I
think
Would
Wish
is like
List
a
is way
banger.
I thought that
cringier.
too. I thought Wishlist was like the most cringy
Yeah.
song on the entire thing, and I kept seeing all this stuff about like wood and like redwoods and like all this innuendo stuff, and people are like, "Oh, this is gross, this is crazy," and I
Which-
listened to it, and I was like, it's a little cringy, but it's not like anything crazy. Like,
Okay,
I like
literally,
it. I have no
love
notes
it.
on wood.
Yeah, it's
Me
also very
either.
of the moment. It's obviously influenced by like Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I
yeah,
don't have a problem with that song. No.
yeah, neither do I. I thought
I mean,
Wishlist
there
was
was
cringier.
okay. So my very initial reaction to the album when I first did a blind listen though was she's trying to be Sabrina Carpenter. You're fucking Taylor Swift. You don't need to be anyone else. Like, stop. But then, like, when I re-listened, I was like, no, this is very Taylor Swift. Because I was like, it's like she's trying to be Sabrina, but it's not quite. Because, like, I feel like Sabrina's more, like, kitschy and, like, she has an amazing voice, whatever. But she's more of, like a character or something. I don't know.
Yeah, her
And
brand is way different. It's
just different
like, Taylor's
vibes.
brand is like a huge part of it is like Girl Next Door, and Sabrina isn't like Girl Next
Sabrina's
Door.
like,
Right.
She's like kind
So,
of
but it's-
corny stepmom vibes. You know?
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
your slutty grandma.
She's unapologetically horny.
that is so effing funny, Gretchen. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
But like, that's what makes it kind of funny, actually, because like literally, Selena Gomez wrote a song about riding her guy like a cowboy, and nobody blinks. Which I love Selena, no hate, but I'm saying like I feel like the only controversial thing in there, like one, I just got the Redwood reference this morning, and two, so like okay, like I'm in my 30s, I don't think the 9-year-olds are getting it. And two, like
Very fair.
I thought it was the thigh thing, like was the only thing that was like a little like, but like
Yeah.
That
But then
is
I
a
was like,
Sabrina
who
Carpenter lyric
cares?
all the way.
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
people are just drilling into it because it's Taylor Swift, and she usually like drapes things in pretty heavy metaphor, which is like we love that about her, right?
Yeah.
But who cares? Like she's like channeling her inner Sabrina
But she's-
Carpenter for a little bit. Like let her.
But she's also always been like unapologetically like, this is what it is. So it's also like, yeah, like I don't know. I like the song. I think it's boppy. I think it's the second bop.
Yeah, I think so. One of my favorite takes from that song was, this is going to be a little bit crass, and I'm sorry, but
On this show?
but someone was like, the song Wood just makes me wonder how small everyone else's dick is that she's dating.
I think that's
Okay.
exactly the point.
Like Joe Alwyn, Harry Styles, Jake Gyllenhaal, like John Mayer, so they all have.
Honestly, we can corroborate John Mayer has a large penis.
Yes, we know that. Yeah.
I don't know about any of these other like little twink Englishmen and also
Harry
Jake
Styles,
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
These are like kind of, other than Jake Gyllenhaal, like they're kind of petite men.
True.
I feel
So
like,
like when she
Is that
first
how you
started,
tell?
I
yeah,
don't know,
you wait
but
for
when-
a Taylor Swift album and that's how you know.
That's how you know whose dick is big or small.
It's called BDE, Big Dick Energy, and that's how
now
you
we know why
right?
Jake needed the scarf.
Oh my god. Wait,
I just don't know. He's not
I'm
giving
just
me,
kidding.
but also, I mean, he's like a white guy. It could really go either way. He's
So,
kind of like an average.
He's an average Jake.
like American white guy named Jake. Like it
Yeah.
really could go either way. I'm sure that the internet can tell us.
My favorite role of his is when he was on that show where they like survive out in the wilderness. Remember when people do that and they like send people out?
Oh,
and
was he on like the Bear Grylls
He
show?
was
I
he
think
was
so.
on one of those shows.
Yeah, I watched it on an airplane, and it was the best thing in the world. He's like, the thing I've done to prepare for this is nothing, and I'm here. And it was like,
How did he do?
I think he did pretty well.
He honestly seems really
Yeah,
charming to me.
yeah.
It breaks
Yeah,
my heart that
I-
they couldn't make it work.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I mean,
Because
I-
I'm like pro Travis, and like I remember when they first started dating, I was like, listen, he might be fake, but at least she is like having good times, and
Yeah.
Wood proves that I was right.
Well, maybe it's not about.
I was like, she's finally getting it.
She's finally getting the love that she needs in every
finally-
sense.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's more about like her age and his age and
He was
maturing. In
I
that
think it
way.
was just like funny,
Not-
and like I think it
yeah.
was like about like I don't have to knock on wood. I'm secure in my relationship, and hey, we can make this funny about like penis size and like
And wasn't it also
like how could you
potentially-
not? Like, come on.
Well, wasn't it potentially a reference to a tweet that someone, like some snarky tweet someone did a while back where they were like, oh, if Taylor Swift wrote about sex, it would be like about redwood trees and like all this stuff. So,
Oh, really? I don't know.
yeah,
No, I
so.
don't-
Oh, so it could be just from that. That's funny.
Well, then if it's like from that perspective, it's like freaking hilarious, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
It probably is. She knows everything. I don't know how.
That's
Yeah.
true. She's the most online.
And
she's like
a
Big
Madonna.
Brother.
So, like,
yeah.
I also want
I
to
don't
talk
believe
about
it.
the feedback about Fate of Ophelia, because people were saying like that. So one, I think it's her best song, and two, like because of the music itself, I love it. But then also like people were saying like, oh, it's like she's finally happy because she found a man, and like they can't get behind it. Like that was like the main like feminist criticism or whatever of the song. But
I'm sorry. Like, have we like gone backwards in feminism to where we like
yeah.
can't accept that women can be happy because they have a man and also just be happy and also just have a man? Like,
Yeah,
Also,
maybe
like,
it's
why-
just part of her happiness.
Or maybe
she
it's
also
like,
has $1 billion and a
okay.
private plane.
Yeah, like
She's got a lot of stuff going for her. It's not just Travis Kelce. let's be
Yeah, and
honest.
it's like finally somebody that like makes her feel secure and appreciated and happy, and it's like that is like a gift whether you're a man or a woman or not. So like it's annoying to me, and like I'm sorry, but like I also think there is a breakdown right now between men and women of like they're like, oh, like it becomes like a competition of like who needs the other person less, and it's like, dude, like that is not how it's supposed to be. Like it's like
yeah.
like we all want a man to come and take care of us, okay? I don't really care what anyone says.
Even
I'm gonna get
men.
so much shit for this.
yeah.
Even
But,
men
like,
do.
But men too. Well, you know, well, right.
Well, they
so
joke
you take care
about
of each
it.
other.
Yeah.
But like
I think yeah.
no, but
I
like
think
that's
everyone's
the
a partner,
problem.
Yeah, everyone.
I mean,
is gonna help out. Yeah.
But like the point is like even if you're a strong independent female, like it's so hard to like do that it's like I would die to have somebody like take charge like one day in my life and just be like, hey,
Yeah.
like, and maybe this is a fantasy and men don't do this.
No,
but,
this
like,
is a
the
real
men-
thing. Did you see
Men
this
act
movie,
like
Baby
I
Girl?
just wanna, but like you know the male loneliness epidemic, and like I just want to be needed. But then when you ask them for things, they're like, "Mm."
Yeah.
A
No.
lot.
Yeah, Sabrina
But
Carpenter.
it's like,
also
men,
has
we
a-
actually,
Yeah.
we actually need you. We actually want you. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's okay to celebrate Travis. Why is it not okay? That's all I'm saying. It's like, good men are hard to come by. He makes her feel great. And like, you know, like, it's sad to feel like the fate of Ophelia, whatever that is. Like, I don't know the specifics, but I got a lot from the song. So
I
like,
have
I don't
a
know,
lot of
Rachel, could you
thoughts.
go into that?
Yeah.
Can
Rachel
we-
was an English major, so
Can we go to Shakespeare Corner for a moment?
yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been waiting for
Yes.
so long. Yeah.
Me
So-
too, because this is saving me time.
The character of
Research.
Ophelia is betrothed to Hamlet in the play Hamlet.
Mhm.
And what happens about halfway through the play Hamlet is that Hamlet decides that he isn't gonna marry Ophelia. And they have this like one exchange, and it's literally like 3 lines of dialogue between the two of them. And it's like one of the most heartbreaking exchanges in all of Shakespeare. And it's so brilliant because like basically what he's
This is the
saying,
only play I haven't read by him. Anyway, go on.
oh, well, you should read it. It's excellent.
I'm going
And,
to.
like, there's excellent other moments in this play, but this particular moment when they're like breaking up or whatever, essentially what happens is Ophelia and Hamlet already slept together, and she was like, felt okay about doing that because she knew they were going to get married. And then Hamlet was like, I can't marry you because you already slept with me. So you have to go be in a nunnery. And then she's like, that is unacceptable, and she kills herself. So
And she also has a lot of pressure from her dad, right? Like, she's very
Right.
obedient to her father, and she's
Wow.
kind of stuck between, like, what Hamlet
That
wants and what her
scenario
father...
transcends time.
Yeah.
Mara, what guy has been like, go to the nunnery?
get me to a nunnery.
No, well,
Okay,
no,
like,
but
it's
it's
not
like
where
it's
second
like a
time, and you're like,
discard.
what are you talking
No,
about?
no, it's a metaphorical discard.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I'm
no, for sure.
warning you, I'm reassuring you, I'm telling you, I'm promising you, give me what I want, and now I'm gonna fucking discard you. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? You
Yeah.
said it would be okay. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So what in the
And then he
song-
kills her father.
Yeah.
So
So
do with that what you will.
basically, all the men that
because he
Ophelia
can't
relied
take
upon-
accountability for the fact that he caused her suicide.
Yeah,
Idiot.
no, all of the men that Ophelia relied upon were just let her down, and they were supposed to speak for her and support her, and they did not. So
But she also
Wow.
like, spoke for herself. She like
yeah,
took this
yeah.
situation into her own hands. She was like, listen,
I'm not gonna go to nunnery.
I'm not going to go to a nunnery.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
also she like was like, yeah, if we're going to get married, we don't have to wait to have sex. And
Yeah.
like that was like
she was cool with it.
she was cool. And I don't know if
Progressive.
that's like what Shakespeare intended was to be like giving feminism, but I'd like to think it was.
I'm not going to a nunnery. I'm going to go straight to hell. I'm sorry.
Wait, so like the painting of
Dark
Ophelia,
humor.
is that metaphorical, or does she actually drown herself?
She drowns herself.
She drowned herself.
So like
Yeah.
he's saving her from the fate of Ophelia of being let down by many men in her life, which is kind of like how I interpreted it more, as opposed to like it's like as opposed to being like, oh, this man saved me from despair and I was nothing without him. It was like, oh, I don't have to be in despair by myself. Like it's just this,
Yeah,
like,
basically
There's other
discovery or
options.
something.
Yeah.
He's the man who didn't let her down. Like she
Yeah.
has always just been going
Yeah,
about
it's
living
like
her life and not even
restoring
letting
her
down.
faith in men and humanity, and like restoring her faith in people again, even like, because I feel like, I feel like with what I've been through, I think the reason I love the song so much, it's like funny because I was like, well, I don't have like a man of whatever, but like I think it's just about like even the fact that Ophelia just like finds her joy again in the song was like very like powerful for me. Like I'm telling you, oh my god, I'm such a fucking nerd. It made me cry like like tears of joy at one point, just because I was like just so like proud of her and like emotional, and I was like, oh my god, this song is amazing. And like
Was it the
I was
part where
like-
she said that she pledges allegiance to his vibes?
Wait, did you- that's so funny.
but how else can you explain it? Like
Well,
I
I also
mean-
just want to say, like, I know we can talk like about feminism, like, whether or not you need a man or not, but I also think it is a big deal to be like able to commit yourself to a relationship and be like emotionally healthy enough for a relationship. So like she's also congratulating herself, I think, to be like, look, I made it.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I was
Absolutely.
open to it. I didn't drown.
We know how much therapy she has had based on her previous 2 albums.
and all of these boyfriends who seem like kind of like assholes.
Yeah.
She
Her
does a
song.
good job of making them seem like assholes.
Yes.
I do want to say that like all of her previous boyfriends got engaged to other people like immediately after they broke up. So like I
Interesting. It's almost like
Oh.
he's like basically the Bachelor. 'Cause that happens a lot.
You know,
with The Bachelor.
sometimes the person that shows you the mirror isn't the one,
Yeah.
but it helps you see things you didn't see before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And I think, I don't even think like her exes were like bad dudes. Like, I don't even interpret the music. I think sometimes good people do shitty things, and like love is complicated, and there's so much pressure and emotions, and like really the bad shit happens when people aren't being honest, like about their feelings, or the feelings don't match. So I think it's like some of these things like are common, like
Yeah, and you can't
certain
go-
things. Certain
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you can also like illustrate the complexity of relationship in a song. It's gonna be distilled down no matter what. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you have like really strong reactions to things after the fact that you know were not as bad as you're making it seem, but it's like you need to work through it. And these, like, a lot of her songs are, I think, working through those things, which is
Yeah,
so
I was-
relatable. That's why people love her.
Well, I was trying to remember last time, like, if I've ever hated someone long enough to write a song about it. And I've never, like, and yes, I did write one very angry email once, but that was it.
so if
But I
you were Taylor Swift though, that would have been an album.
Yes.
Like not being Italian.
I disagree. Like, there's so many long journal entries about people, and I'm like, that could have been time writing a song. It's just not my medium.
Well, yeah, but like I just like don't hate any like actually romantic. Like to me, that felt like I don't dislike anyone.
Oh,
that
I
much.
think that
Oh
song is
God,
so much
I
fun.
love it.
That was good.
That's
I
my
thought.
second favorite.
It was
And
so
I don't
petty.
think like
Oh my
looking
God, I
back.
love Actually Romantic so much.
Okay, so Maura, tell me your take on this. Do you think that Actually Romantic is about like one person and one beef, or do you think that's just kind of like a blanket like fuck you to like all of her haters?
Okay, my theory is wild.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
it's about the NFL fans.
The NFL fans!
Oh.
The Brads, Dads, and Chads!
Yes!
I could see that.
And honestly, so like I think it's about like a blanket of people. Like maybe there's like, like maybe there's one person that like she has in mind, like I'm sure, but I don't know the beef enough like to comment. And I wouldn't put it past her to make it about one person. I don't think it's always about one person, but I think she knows it's going to come off that way and doesn't care.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it would
Yeah.
be ridiculous for it to be just about one person because I think that she has like this same like resentment towards probably a lot of people, NFL fans included.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think that inspired that song a lot. I don't know why. It's just a
I
vibe.
can see
It's
that.
a little psychic and ton of vibes. I'm like, this is about the Brads and the Chads and the Dads.
So while we're talking about the subject of songs, what do you guys think about Father Figure and Canceled? Do those
Okay.
subjects?
I don't love the music of Father Figure the best of the songs on the album, but I do really enjoy the track. It was definitely like it wasn't one of my like standout favorites at first, but I really like that she plays on like the idea that like a woman can be like a father figure. That was my takeaway from the song that I enjoyed, and like kind of like the play on like the feminine and the masculine, and like and then like I think she gets carried away in a story that I'm not sure if it's about anyone, but I was very into it. It's not like I don't think I like the music as much of like a jam, but like I like it as a complex work.
That
of
is so
art.
interesting that you say that because the music in Father Figure is the only song on the album that has credited like another writer, that is George Michael, who wrote the song Father Figure. So like, and I don't really hear it in there particularly, except for just kind of like in the structure of the refrain. But it's interesting that like you didn't vibe with that music entirely.
Interesting. Yeah.
I
Like, again, this is just like blind reactions of me listening through the album many times because I think it was like today or something. I was like, I feel like I really like the song, but maybe I don't love the music of it like
I
as
think Father
much.
Figure is my favorite song on the album. I think that like the writing on it,
I have to
particularly
like, I
like
want
the
to listen to
lyrics,
it again now.
they're my favorite lyrics on the album.
Mhm.
And I think that it is interesting. I think she's doing a lot here. I think that you're right. She's building a story and like maybe she's hopping back and forth between being the father figure and being the protege. And then like maybe at times someone specific is the father figure and someone specific is the protege. And like, I think that kind of in the same way as, what is the song on Tortured, the Clara Bow song on Tortured Poets, kind of like in that same vein of like seeing herself now as like the elder stateswoman of Hollywood or, you know, the music industry and kind of
Yeah.
feeling
And
like
like,
she is the father figure, but then also
and
remembering what it was like to have mentors who also let her down.
Mm.
So,
well, yeah, and like it's kind of interesting too because I think there's such like a patriarchy in the music industry, and now she owns her own music, so I think that could like maybe be like a subtle like inspiration to it. But like I agree with you. Like I think I need to listen to that song more actually to actually get like its full essence. I feel like every time I listen to it, I take away like a different layer, and like so like I don't know. I like the nuance because you're right. Like in the song, it's like she goes back and forth between being the father figure and being the protege or whatever. And then I also think though it's cool that she's like, I mean, I don't know if the father figure wins at the end because it's an in-depth song, but I think it's also kind of funny, like "Don't fuck with me" like vibes of like I'm the father figure now, bitch. Like
oh,
even though
absolutely.
it's like even though it's like the way she says it isn't like super healthy, but it's kind of like I also like the idea of like identifying the power that you could abuse, but like not choosing not to do that. So it's like I think it's like, I don't know, I have to listen to it again, but it's like kind of like I think she had to mention those themes to identify that like there's so much power that these like father figures in our life, in our society hold. And it's
Mhm.
like you don't really have to abuse those powers, but you can if you want to, and she can if she wants to. So watch out. Like,
Or
I
she
don't
can
know.
write a song about Travis Kelce's penis. Like, really, it's all up
Yeah.
to her. The world is her oyster on
But
this album, absolutely.
but that's
Absolutely.
like the range I love though, because I think like we have like that nuance in all of us. Like,
Mhm.
why do we have to put like anyone in a box, like women in particular? Like, because even Wood is like kind of like has a lot there.
I have
So
a question, like a potential question, like a potential hot take. I don't know though. It's a question about father figure.
Okay.
And it's just something I saw like bouncing around Instagram. I have no idea. But at the time of this recording, Blake Lively is married to Ryan Reynolds, and she's like an ex-bestie of Taylor. Like there's been a lot of talk about a probable falling out.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of like it turned out like Blake and her husband Ryan Reynolds are pretty messy, and they're in this like big court battle with Justin Baldoni and like all this stuff. But anyway,
oh yeah.
I heard or I saw on Instagram that people are saying Ryan Reynolds is related to the father figure song or something, and like
Interesting.
his
I
alleged
don't know.
involvement between like because like texts came out in that court case from between like him and Blake and Taylor and like all this different stuff, and I'm not too well versed in it to be honest, but I thought that was an interesting take. Like, is Ryan Reynolds getting dragged into this?
I don't know. So like I did question if Father Figure was about Blake as opposed to canceled because like we don't really know if she's standing behind Blake or not, right?
Oh,
So
no, I
like
think we know that she's not
I
standing
don't think,
behind
yeah, I
Blake.
don't think they're friends anymore. Like, they didn't wish each other happy birthday. Blake didn't
Mm.
congratulate her publicly on her
okay, so then
engagement.
oh, wait,
Oh.
what?
Yeah, like they're not like on that day Blake was posting on Instagram about her business or something. Like I
But
don't
she
know,
did congratulate her on this album.
She didn't? Okay,
She
so then
did, yeah.
she did.
Yeah, on the
Congratulate
album,
her.
not on the engagement.
I don't
sketchy.
know. I don't know. So okay, so then this proves my theory. I was like, father figure's actually about Blake, not canceled. That was my hot take. I posted it on Threads, and then I was like, I don't want to be negative against Blake. I'll just delete it. So I
Oh no,
deleted my
never
thread.
worry about that on this podcast.
You don't have to worry
Huh?
about that.
Yeah, we
You don't have to worry about that. We don't care about.
No, but
upholding.
I know.
This
but
is a
I was
safe
like,
space to hate Blake
I was
Lively.
like,
I
I know, but like, I was like, I don't know. I think that case is so interesting and nuanced, but like, I can't even talk about
I
it.
know.
But like,
If
but
I didn't
okay,
have
so
a
then
job,
I think
might
father
spend
figures
all my
about
time. Yeah.
because people were saying that canceled was like proof that her and Blake are still friends.
I feel like that's too obvious. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
thinking canceled was
But
because
it
also
just
like
what
Blake
else
wasn't
would it
canceled.
be about? But I mean, maybe
No,
Brit-
she's
Brittany
never.
Holmes,
Yeah.
but
I think that it's I
don't
don't think that I
know.
think it's the least specific one of the like the tracks about the beef or the diss tracks or whatever. I think that canceled is kind of just like a Swedish person's imagining of
Max Martin.
what Max Martin's and Shellback, whatever, their imagining of what it's like to be Taylor Swift, and also their understanding from like not being Americans and not being like really in this world of like what it is to be canceled. I don't think that the song canceled like none of these people are canceled. Like Brittany Mahomes isn't canceled, like kind of a little bit, but like, you know, Blake Lively's not canceled. Ryan Reynolds isn't canceled. So like I do think that that is one of the songs that kind of like was victim to a language barrier perhaps, and like this is something that happens in Taylor Swift songs is like sometimes we don't use the exact correct word, but canceled is like buzzy and poppy and like clickbaity.
Of this time, yeah.
So I went to the movie and she said that like it was about how a bunch of her friends always come and ask her for advice like about like what after they say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing of fear of being canceled, and then she like is like, oh, we've all been through it, whatever, like.
Okay. So that makes me think that like she's misunderstanding what it is in fact to like yeah, I think it's like a fundamental understanding barrier of cancel culture.
Yeah, I don't know. So like now it's making me wonder if father figure actually is about Blake, because I did feel like there was a deep betrayal in the song, but I was just like, maybe this is just like really good songwriting because I didn't want to think it was about Blake, but maybe my intuition gut reaction was right. Because I also feel like, you know, like, I don't know. Okay, so we'll get into the Blake thing for like 2 seconds. I'll keep it brief, I promise.
Okay.
But like, basically, like, I think the only, because like I try to like blindly like read the energy of these situations without listening too much to the chatter, like just like break it down to like the facts and the nuts and the bolts. And like, I think the main thing is like maybe Taylor. So I think the Blake Justin thing is a fucking mess. Like, no offense. Like, I believe women, but then I also feel like there's, like, they both just kind of sound like two, like, big egos in a room, and, like, like, it just sounds like a lot of, like, weird. I don't think he should, like, get shit about asking her weight when he has a back injury. Like, it's just, like, what if he dropped her? Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think that's a big deal. So, like, if that's the extent of the sexual harassment, which we have yet to find out, like, that to me is, like, a little much. Anyway, but like, I think in the grand scheme, like if you're objective, let's say you're Taylor Swift and all this shit's playing out and you're like thinking, oh, hey, back then with your big movie, I thought I was just there to help you support your friends, and then realize that they were having these tumultuous issues behind the scenes. So I think Taylor was like, I'm feeling like a pawn. Like she didn't even know she was being used for her presence in that moment, and now she's pissed at Blake because it's like, now this looks like I'm part of some scheme and like
Conspiracy, yeah.
Like literally a
conspiracy,
conspiracy.
coercion,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so like so I think Taylor's just like really pissed about that. Like I would be, but like who knows?
Yeah, I mean, there's
I
no
don't
way that
blame
she would get
her.
involved with something that messy. And I think that, yeah, you're right. Like, for one of her friends to think that they were so important that they could get Taylor Swift involved in something that messy
Yeah.
is a huge miscalculation. And now I do kind of see your point about father figure.
Yeah, you're right. Huge
Like the flip and the
miscalculation.
switch, like a flip and a switch, you know? So
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
So now I'm standing by it. Father figures about Blake canceled is not.
Yes, or possibly many other things, but it's a great song. It's, yeah. Your favorite song on the album is Ophelia.
Fate of
Steph, what is
Ophelia.
your favorite song on the album?
Mine, I think, like, Wood is kind of like comically brilliant, and I
It
like it for
absolutely is.
that
That's a
reason.
great
That is so perfect.
I just think it's hilarious. I don't
I just
know.
can't wait for it to
good.
come out as a
It's fitting.
single and my children to start singing all the words like they do with Sabrina Carpenter songs.
No,
It's
no.
very
You're not
funny.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like I have to re-listen to all of the songs. to
Well,
pick
yes,
a
because
favorite.
you have to pick a favorite.
Yeah, and
Can't
like
I, though?
okay,
I can't
so
in good faith, 'cause
Stan-
I've listened to all of them all the way through.
And you didn't like any of them?
No, I did. I liked some of them. I like there were parts of ones I liked, like there were, but I have to
You
find a favorite now. I can't, in good faith, not pick one right now without listening to all of them through.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah,
fair. Yes,
you
no,
have to
that's-
be
yeah.
you have to be in the right headspace too.
Yeah.
So yours is father
Yeah.
figure.
I think
Is
so.
yours? Yeah, I like that one. I think standouts also eldest daughter. I think the more I didn't love it at first, the more I listened to it, the more I love it. And I like Ruin the Friendship. I know it's not the most like popular. I like Opalite.
Yes, I thought Ruin
like
the
Opalite.
Friendship
It's
was
catchy.
like very
I think
interesting.
on the first listen, I thought "Opalite" was a nice, catchy song. That's
It's
the only
not-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it
part
too.
that I have. But
Yeah,
I
it
don't know if
was
it's my
like
favorite.
uplifting, I thought. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
But I think like eldest daughter and Ruin the Friendship are more like I don't know, I can't explain it. They're more like they're the types of Taylor songs that I love because they're a little
They're like
more
the Evermore
like
era songs.
I guess they are a little bit more like yeah, I do love Evermore. Controversial opinion.
That's not
I loved that album. I loved
Like, call that like a real masterpiece, right? Of her
really.
discography.
I think so. I love it. I
Yeah.
love that album. I think it's so deep and like I love all the homage to her grandmother on it and like I did like Folklore, but I couldn't get as into like I just thought Evermore is like a little more sophisticated and like I don't know. It was like during a tough time, but also it's just funny because like I've seen memes on Instagram of like when you get stuck next to an Evermore girlie at the concert and it's just a girl like screaming and I'm like, am I an Evermore
No,
girlie?
I've heard very good things about Evermore. I thought everyone liked Evermore.
I like
Yeah.
Evermore.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm a 1989 person. Like, that's always going to be my favorite Taylor album, I think. But also a Max Martin album. So, like, I think that this one is, it's up there. I also really like Tortured Poets. I think it's
I
great.
did too. I think that's my favorite. I vibe with the
Interesting.
aesthetic.
I vibe with the
No,
aesthetic. I vibe with the messiness. I vibe with the like
Yeah.
getting out of a very long relationship with Joel Alwyn and then writing an entire album about Maddie Healy.
Yes, okay, so like I think
Yes! I
Oh my
vibe
God,
with that
it's
very
amazing.
much. Yes.
well, you guys are allowed to vibe with that because you're married and it's less judgmental, but
Oh no, it's totally
like-
judgmental.
No, I know, but
Oh my
like,
God.
so I did like the album, but I got sick of it, and I think like it was just like a lot of like baggage of stuff that I feel like I had like been through in my life and already gotten past. So like when I first listened to it, I was like, oh, like this is great. I loved it. Like but then I kind of got like there, it was lost in the sauce for me a little on
Fair.
like. in terms of just like I love the sauce, but it was a little lost in the sauce for me.
Yeah.
Yes, no, this is totally fair.
I completely understand that feeling. Yeah.
I think that my favorite thing about the Tortured Poets album, though, is that like the folklore, the actual lore that it's based on, which was that there was a group chat that was called the Tortured Poets Society, and that it was like Joel Alwyn and a lot of actors, but our favorite actor, what's his face,
Paul
was
Mescal?
No, what I mean, we do love Paul Mescal.
Is it the guy playing Ed Gein?
No, Andrew Scott. Andrew Scott was in
Okay.
Andrew Scott, like well-known best hang in Hollywood, was in that group chat, and I just like really, I just wanted to be there. Like
I'm like, that sounds like the kind of group chat I'd be like, I like this group chat. Like,
Wait, was she in the group chat?
No,
so.
Joel Alwyn was in the group chat with like all of the other like British actors.
Was Andrew Garfield in the group chat?
Oh, I don't think so.
I feel like he's not a tortured poet.
No, at the time he was dating that witch. So
What witch?
Before he started dating Monica Barbaro, he was dating a woman who like was a professional witch for a long time. They were together for a while.
Wow.
I was really rooting for them.
That's a great couple.
Her spell wore off.
Yeah.
No, we don't do love spells. Love spells can only lead to weird things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no,
they
amicable.
backfire hard.
No love spells around
Wait,
here.
I've never done a love spell. What happens? I've done like a sweetener spell where like, oh, it's like mend connections, but like I've never done like a love spell.
I've never done a love spell.
It's like, I feel like it's kind of like a deal with the devil. Like, I don't really know, but it's like, it's one of those things where you have to like give something up to get what you want, and it can just be a lot uglier than
like you're a
you
Little
anticipate.
Mermaid. I don't want to do that.
Like,
Yeah,
kind of like
you're
love.
yeah.
You have to compromise.
Yeah,
you have to sometimes go to way more football games than you anticipated going to
Or cricket or whatever.
in order to have the love of your life. If Taylor has taught us anything, it's that you can still slay and also do that. So.
I'm a little bit,
So I just Googled it.
Okay.
I Googled love spell disadvantages, and Google's AI overview says that from a magical or spiritual perspective, love spells, especially those that aim to control another person, have significant disadvantages,
We don't want to do that.
including karmic consequences. Did I not say that? And the risk of creating a forced and unhealthy relationship.
That doesn't sound good.
So, like, you're trying to violate someone's free will. Yeah, you can Google it, but
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be participating in any love spells.
No, the only one that was like any relation at all was just like a honey spell where you're like, oh, you like it's supposed to like increase sweetness between some like two people.
Yes, like a more lies with honey.
nice.
Yeah.
Because that's like in the best interest of everyone at its heart.
It's not like
Whereas like a love spell could be like messing with someone's fate.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Want
We digress. We
Under
digress.
control, like that doesn't make any sense.
No, there are other ways to keep him under control. You can talk to Taylor about that.
That's so
Or I
funny.
need to talk to the married women about how to.
Keep his ass in line.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about Eldest Daughter. Like, what was your guys' thoughts on that song, if any? Stephanie, what did you think?
I've only listened to it like twice, because you sent it to me, and then I listened to it when I listened to the whole album, and I think I need to listen to it again, but like my initial reaction wasn't like a love or hate feeling towards it. Like I kind of felt a bit neutral, but like
Yeah, that's how I felt.
I could lean into it. I can lean into it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys thought.
Like my take on it. Well, one, I'm so sick of the hype of the Eldest Daughter. No offense. Like the only persons that care about the Eldest Daughter hype are eldest daughters.
Yeah. And that is the point. A second daughter.
Yes,
I actually.
However,
the point.
So like when
exhausted and no nobody realizes what we do.
Well,
That's the point.
Okay,
No one
that's
cares.
what you want to
Also,
believe.
I
So
just
when
wanna
I
say,
first
though,
saw it, I was like, cringe. That was the cringe for me, was eldest
I
daughter or
also feel
whatever.
this is the middle child plight. No one ever forgets about the middle child. This is the thing. Like, literally, no one remembers the middle child. And so
Did you
there's no
see
song
that?
called Middle Child, which is the case in point. Eldest daughter, there's a song about
You
But
sound
then
like such a
when
middle
I
child right now.
but then when I listened to it again and more, what I decided, because I like it, but I'm like, I'm so pissed that I relate to this song. And then I decided that all millennial women are the eldest daughters,
Probably,
because
yeah.
we're the eldest daughters of feminism.
Probably. Yeah.
So like
Wow.
that's how
Wow.
I know this is like probably not your intention. I'm sorry. I told
No.
you I was gonna get really
You're
deep.
blowing our
okay?
mind.
No, I feel like
No,
my
but
mind
like
just went,
this
like,
this was my thought, like this is how I started relating to the song, because she also mentions like youngest daughters at one point, but then I was like, no, like we're the eldest daughters of feminism, and like I do kind of feel like we're like thrown to the slaughter in like the workforce and like working through it, and now there's like all this shit, and like it's fine, it's great, I'm glad I had all the rights, but we were like the first ones. Like we were born after like women could have a credit card, we were born after women could vote, like we were born after like abortion was legal, which now like what the hell is happening? Like this is why it's so like crazy for us, like what's
Yeah,
going
and at
on.
least
oh
But
my
Gen Z-
god,
At
millennial
least Gen Z
women
has
are all the
boundaries.
eldest
We don't have
daughter. Oh my
boundaries.
god. No, seriously. Like, I'm getting
yes. Oh
chills
my god,
right
I want
now.
this to go viral. I'm just kidding. But like, is it because like I like? But isn't it true? Like all millennial women, like we are, and like I didn't even think
No,
of
I
feminism,
feel like
but
we
it's like
can
we're
all
all the
like
eldest
relate
daughter.
to that.
Like, yeah.
No, I feel like we can all relate to that because like when I like eldest daughter memes or whatever, like I laugh, but I'm also like, well, like all of like I could see Gretchen liking this and like my other girlfriends liking these memes because I feel like we can all relate to just like being the exhausted caretaker, and that's like millennial women I feel like have been
Yes.
conditioned to be that
Yeah,
way.
and like I'm sure being the eldest daughter is hard. Like I can't relate, but
It definitely, I think it's hard like being the oldest. All I want to say is that like I think like sometimes being the oldest, like you just get the brunt of certain things, but it doesn't mean that the other age, what are they called, like positions, like in the family or
Yeah.
whatever, like we all
Birth
have our
order
struggles.
position.
The birth order positions, we all have our struggles.
Of course.
And
Except
I
for
mean,
only children, we're doing great.
Swift racist.
What?
Are we?
You guys didn't
That
hear
was
that?
from so long ago. Well, I
No, they're
she's
saying
racist.
opalite. They're saying opalite is racist because of the
Why?
Onyx Sky lyric and the
It's just a
versus the
metaphor.
opalite. And okay, so you guys
Well-
didn't even hear about this, so I won't go into my like. I don't think she is, but I get why people are interpreting it that way, and there's like a
Well, I just
sensitivity
feel
there.
like I understand the sensitivity, but I feel like Taylor Swift is known for her metaphor, so this is just another
she said that she wrote
metaphor.
Yeah, exactly. But I think where it comes from is because like in Opalite, they're talking about like the way she phrases the lyrics is like you were like going through the, because like first she says I was going through the lightning strikes, and then she says you were going through the lightning strikes, and then she mentions the onyx sky, but now your world is opalite. And I think the reason it was like taken the wrong way is because like she gets all this backlash and he gets this backlash because he used to date black women, so like people are
I didn't
acting
know that.
like, oh, so like they were the black onyx, like because that's his dating history. So like I don't think she is.
I
And I just
see.
think it was like a little tone deaf.
I
So
feel
they're
like-
saying that he like was previously into black women and now this is a sellout. So that's why all the backlash is coming about the onyx sky. And like I think it's the way it falls in line with her lyrics that they're like, because if you're looking for it, you can hear it. But like before I heard it, I didn't think about it.
Sunrise, basically.
Exactly.
That's what I
But
Yeah, I
then
really
they were
would
also
never put that together.
saying like wish list is bad because she says about like our kids looking like us, and it's like, dude, like everyone says that, like shut up.
Yeah.
Or like a whole
Yeah.
street looking like you or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard other people say that, and I think it's silly. But I also think that like Taylor Swift would never think about that. Like,
Agreed.
kind of like
So
to her credit, and also because she's so detached from reality, like she never would be sensitive to that. And like maybe that's a good thing and a bad thing. But like I really do not think that her brain
me
was in a
either.
Sydney Sweeney place
Yeah.
when she
Oh
wrote that
wait,
line.
okay, what do you guys think about the AE drop? Like, I don't even know what to think.
So I was
About the
with
eugenics pants?
The
Yeah,
American
I
Eagle
was with my
ad
husband when
with
that
Sydney
dropped.
Sweeney.
Yeah, I was with Pratik, and I was like, "What do you think of all this controversy?" And he was like, "What controversy? Like they're just talking about her boobs." And I was like,
Yeah, they are.
They are. They for sure are.
She's an attractive blonde woman. Like, I don't get, like,
he's like, "They're
oh
literally
my
just talking
God,
about her
I love
boobs," and I was
him.
like, "Oh my God, I am like way too deep in like a feminist part of my algorithm. Like it's just sending me all the same stuff."
I would
Oh my God, I love him so
I don't know. I would say like there is a little bit of a problem there. I think a little bit.
Well,
Much
I
more of
don't
a
know.
problem there than with Opalite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Agreed.
100%.
Yeah.
But like I don't even, so like it's so funny because like I don't know what to think because like on one hand I'm like I think American Eagle the brand is responsible. Like did she even know it
No,
was
it's
gonna
not.
say that?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
So, like,
saying.
why-
It went
so,
through
like,
so
why- no.
many meetings.
Why are we tearing her down? And then I was like, how do we know a black woman wasn't next? Like I don't know. So I was just like, so
Well, here's what I have to say.
I don't
about
know.
this.
I don't know.
Next, but
No.
Again, I didn't read into it. This was just like my gut reaction of like, oh my God, this is the first day, and like I was thinking about her boobs too. I was like, I mean, this
Wait, I
could
wanna-
also
I
just be
wanna hear
really
Rachel's take
sexist.
on Sydney Sweeney though too.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
you know my feelings on Sydney Sweeney. This is a pattern of behavior for Sydney Sweeney. And
Yeah.
yes, obviously this is like the people in the marketing department at American Eagle. This is their responsibility, this one isolated incident. But Sydney Sweeney has managed to like Forrest Gump her way into every problematic choice that a person could possibly make in a 1 year period of time, while also making people wait 3 years for the next season of the show that made all of the young stars famous. I just
Yeah.
don't understand
And
how
also, it's
And
high
she's
school,
so good
it's
on-
like,
Euphoria.
she's
I
so
know.
good on that show.
She's so good. She's gonna be like
But,
30
like,
when the next
I
season
think, like,
comes out.
I know it's funny. So like the only thing that like also, so I stopped liking her with the Glenn Powell drama because like even if they weren't really like a thing, they played into that for the media, and I felt like that was super disrespectful to his
Glenn
wife.
Powell?
They were both
To his wife.
Yeah.
Wasn't
his
he married?
wife?
Wasn't
Wait,
he
who's
married
wife?
at the
He
time?
had a girlfriend and she was engaged, and they were both doing that. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
so she was engaged to like the oldest man. And also
And they recently broke up, and then she's had this
Yes.
string
It
of
was
like
Scooter
missteps
Braun.
or whatever.
She's a type.
could you make a more problematic
I know,
decision
like,
about
yeah,
a boyfriend?
yeah.
Also, like Glenn Powell, I truly have a very deep affection for
Yeah.
Glenn Powell, but he's a fuckboy. Like no one thought that his relationship was going anywhere.
No, yeah, he's definitely. He's got
He
that
has
little
major
dog. I will say-
fuckboy energy.
Okay, you know what?
That
All right,
performative little
well,
You
dog.
know what that dog is doing. You know he's parading
I
that dog
just-
around parks
I
and
just
women
thought
connecting.
it
and
was-
being like-
Absolutely.
But I will
God!
say that even my mother,
poor
she was like,
dog.
"Oh, that guy's
I
my
just-
type." When I watched a movie with her, with him in it, she was recovering from a hip surgery, and she's like, "He is just my type."
He is
And, like,
fucking handsome as shit.
Yeah.
But
Well, I did hear one guy make a joke about how his face is like all in the middle of his face.
not enough.
I
enough
so
people
I
to take with a mini
I
driver.
knew him from
Yeah.
Scream Queens, and I never really thought he was that great. I'm not gonna
He
lie,
was-
but
He's
Um,
not
but-
that hot in Scream Queens at all because he's so annoying in Scream Queens. Yeah.
yeah,
He's had a real glow up.
But
I think
it-
that what we're really missing here, the most important piece of this puzzle, is that recently in my feed there have been a lot of like stories about how Glenn Powell once auditioned for Glee, which means that he can sing and dance, and we just haven't seen it.
Wait, so he's basically
Wow.
Ryan Gosling. We haven't seen it.
He's fucking
No, I
Ryan
like
Gosling?
him.
Yeah.
He's
Is that
had a
what you
big
just
glow
said?
up.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
into
god,
it.
Ryan
Gretchen!
Gosling.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he is.
I mean,
he's
yeah.
way hotter than Ryan Gosling too.
Well,
Wait a minute. Wait
I
a
thought you were a
minute.
millennial woman, Maura. I thought you were a proud millennial woman.
Listen. Ryan Gosling is adorable, but like,
Yeah.
is he gonna fuck me like Glenn Powell?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because he's old
Probably
now.
not.
He's old enough.
I don't want a side of poetry with my experience with the hot celebrity.
You don't want to listen to his horror-themed band while you guys do it.
Is that
No. What?
You
Oh
know
god,
what
you
I
gotta
picture?
cut that part out.
You know what I picture? Like Glenn Powell fucking. Have you guys seen American Psycho? Or it's American Psycho, right? With Christian Bale, and where he's
Oh
like
my
fucking
God,
and
yes.
like watching himself in the mirror, and he's like, yeah, like that's how.
You think
to
that's
me,
what Glenn Powell would do?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Glenn Powell.
Mm-mm.
He has that. Again, he has that little dog.
I
You
gotta
know,
find that show.
Yes.
this is going a weird place, but like he knows how what women want like because he has a little dog. I just know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He also,
Absolutely. And
like,
he
I also feel
wants
like-
a good. He wants a 5-star review. Like
Yes.
he.
But I also think he would be really funny and charming
He would
and
text you
like
the next
kind of a
morning and be like, "That was
douchebag,
really
which is
fun,"
apparently
but
my
he
type.
wouldn't ask you out
so.
again. I feel like he'd like be respectful and text you.
Absolutely.
He'd
just
text
wouldn't go
you
out
the
with
next day, but then he wouldn't follow up. Yeah.
But he like wouldn't follow up to go out again. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Oh,
we gotta wrap this up.
All right.
Wait, by
That
the
should be
way,
next
is
week.
Jane Levy like actually like is she related to the Levies? Anyway, I'll figure this out
Definitely do
later.
a deep
No,
dive on Jane Levy.
she's not.
You mean
she's
like
not.
Eugene Levy?
Yeah.
Levy? Because I saw Ryan Reynolds give him some sass
Yeah, we all
at
saw
that red
We were all
carpet. I was
retweeting
so
it.
mad. I was like,
Yeah.
don't disrespect Eugene. Like he just
Especially,
told you to
like-
watch your mouth, and there are cameras everywhere, and you start like you rip into him. Like, come on.
It was the least Canadian thing I've ever seen in my life between two Canadians.
See, Ryan
I think it happened in
Gosling.
Toronto.
Ryan Gosling's not so chill.
Yeah.
No, that Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, it was Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ryan Gosling would
I'm-
never.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gosling bought all of those Girl Scout cookies in LA and just threw them into people's cars. And they were like, "Why are you doing this?" And he said, "I used to have a dream when I was a kid when I was selling stuff. So someone would just come up and buy everything, so I didn't have to sell anything anymore. And so I just did that outside
That's
of like
so
the
nice,
store."
actually.
But he's like, then I have all these cookies, so I didn't know what to do. So he just like started giving them to people like in traffic in LA.
That's like really
In, like,
fun,
here.
actually.
That is so
I
cute.
love
those,
that.
Okay,
those
I
are the
love that.
vibes. Those are the vibes I can vibe with. I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I never really liked Ryan Reynolds that much as an actor. Like,
Me
he's
either.
only good in Deadpool. He's only good in Deadpool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hot take.
Hot
Okay.
take, yeah.
I walked out of all of his movies before that. He had no chemistry with Sandra Bullock in that one movie he was in with her.
Yeah.
I just love that you like were so mad about the chemistry you walked out.
No, I walked out of the one with about the restaurants. Waited. What?
Oh, Waiting?
Waiting. Oh, I hated that movie. It was so gross and so bad and so
It was-
dumb.
Yeah.
I only saw
I
the
couldn't.
TBS
I
version,
couldn't
so
sit
don't
through
know.
it. I literally was like, I was like, this is too gross for me. And then the other one where he used to be fat and then lost weight and then was like into that girl. I was
Oh,
like,
Just Friends.
Oh, Just
Yeah.
Friends with
I
with
will
Anna
say-
Faris
No,
and
yes,
Amy
Anna Faris,
Smart.
Yes. Be yourself. Be yourself.
maybe I need to. I mean, I like Anna Faris, but
I love Anna Faris.
Well, I think
Anyway.
now we know Glenn Powell, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds. We have that ranking.
yeah.
wanna
I
thank
mean,
Tamara for-
Mary Ryan,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Glenn.
okay.
kill Ryan Reynolds.
We kill Ryan Reynolds.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
We marry Glenn Powell?
No, we fucking
No.
don't.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling.
Mary.
Obviously.
After our fling with Glenn.
Yes, you're so
Because
right.
you need Glenn to help you kill Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
and
because we
then,
need his muscles to help
Yeah,
bury the
yeah.
body. Yeah.
and then you get
Yeah.
to hide away with Ryan Gosling. Wow. Yeah.
I do want to end on one thing. As a millennial women, we can do this. Who's your favorite Chris? And then we should wrap up.
Chris actor.
Like Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris.
Well, it's not Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Wait, what happened with him?
He's like low key canceled because he's just like
He
a
seems like a
little
bad person.
like for someone who is so Christian, he does seem like kind of a bad person.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, there's
It's
a
weird.
weird cognitive dissonance now with him.
Yeah. He used to seem cool, but not
Yeah,
anymore.
Parks and
I
Rec.
know,
Chris
Parks and
Pratt,
Rec.
absolutely.
Yeah, we
Like,
love
Let's,
it.
let's just keep it at Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt. We'll pretend that's still.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
who's your favorite Chris? What's your ranking of Chris's in this case?
I know Rachel's,
It's definitely Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
obviously.
I am 100% Chris.
Is that
Pine.
yours
He's,
too?
like totally my type.
I mean,
love
if you
Chris
want
Pine.
the Chris that can act, then yes, you want
Well,
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, I also like that he has nice hair. He tries.
I like Chris
he's not-
Pine
he's not
too.
correct,
Oh
but
my
that's
god,
okay.
his
He's like
cheekbones.
a silver fox these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
His
Yeah,
cheek-
I
oh
like
my god,
that.
he is, and his cheekbones could like cut glass.
He's got
Like
that
Oh,
nice
and those
just-
blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are swaying me. I was gonna say Chris Evans, but I do like Chris Pine.
Chris Evans
Oh, the
is also
forgotten
super
Chris.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is very charming.
I like
always
Chris
forget about
Evans.
him, but then when I remember him, I'm like, he's so genuine and like sweet. I feel like.
I feel like he's your type, Stephanie, too. Chris Evans, for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like he could be.
Because he's
He'd
really
be-
earnest.
Yeah, and he's like low key about his like looks and his talent. Like he's not too like.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have the fuckboy energy. Like that's not
He's got like some
Something I'd
minor
vibe
fuck.
with.
It's like secret fuckboy energy, I feel like.
right. Like
Yeah.
maybe in like a fun hidden way, but not like overt. He's not
He's
Evan
Overt
Powell.
about it.
So like I love Benny, but he was like my dream spouse for Selena Gomez.
Oh.
We're talking about.
Oh,
Is his
yes.
name Chris? Wait, what?
Chris Evans, because obviously
just
I
in
could
Mara's
never
head.
have
I'm
it.
like,
Oh.
It's just Mara's world of make believe. Chris Evans is who I wanted Selena Gomez to be with before she met Benny. I was
I can
like,
see that.
I
Is
was
it
like,
because
I
he's
want
so
them.
tall?
I don't know. I just thought they would vibe. I think he's like into his mental health and like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, you know, yeah, and like he's,
He's
like seems like
down-
the strong,
people say
silent
he's down
type.
to
Like,
earth. Yeah.
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 He could
I like
definitely
his
handle
energy.
a big personality from
Yeah, he's
his
from Boston.
partner.
I guess he'd go home to Boston and be like cool, and people liked him and stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I
like
think
when
that
he
would
went
be
to his
one.
high school reunion and he was wearing like that name tag that said Chris, like everyone knows who he is at his school.
Well, how would
but-
you feel if like you're like, oh, everyone's gonna know who I am? I don't need to wear a name tag. Like I would just put it.
Yeah,
on.
no, you gotta put on
I
that
also
name
would
tag.
never go to a high school reunion, so I just think it was kind of cute that he like.
I did go
Felt
to one. It was a
compelled.
mistake. Yeah.
I would never go to a high school reunion.
Rachel, Rachel, let's go to our 20.
Could we just have our own though?
Yeah.
Yeah, like cut out bus boom.
I don't like. This is the thing. Is that
I
don't
like
wanna see
Jessie
any of
bus
the
boom.
people
She's alright.
that would go to the high school reunion.
Yeah.
I want to see the people who like definitely won't be there
Yeah.
because
No,
We
they
could,
like,
we could do. Oh my god, we could do an underground anti party
Like a
the
non-reunion
same
reunion,
night,
you should do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it
Yes.
could be like
That would be so
exclusive
fun.
invite only.
I will.
This is
I
what
will
I
serve
want.
drinks at
But,
this
like,
party
would
so
I
I can be there
actually
and
make-
witness.
I'll do a verb.
But like Rachel, would I actually make the list?
Of course.
Of course you would.
Rachel,
Yes.
I don't know.
This is a
well,
serious
this is what I have to say
question.
is that would I make the list?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone from high school would be like, "You're overexposed. I know what you're doing. I don't need to catch up with you. I follow your socials."
That's funny.
No,
Yeah.
I am enjoying this millennial woman lane, and I think we need to sit as the landlord. We need to go to bed.
We do.
So
We for sure.
Okay, all right. I love you. Okay, this
But
was
thank
fun
you so much
though.
for joining us, Mara. This was so.
I know. Thank you.
fun.
Try-
I
This
really
was
appreciate
fun.
you joining, Mara. I feel like my eyes have been opened to more Taylor Swift stuff, and so I'm
Oh,
actually
good.
excited to listen to more of this album. So thank you for joining us. So
Oh, you're
Yeah.
welcome. I know
We
if
can
you
keep
want
talking
Rex,
about it.
Yeah, if you want Rex, you can text me little tidbits of your life, and I'll give you a rec
all right, I'll
on
give
which
you like
album.
a couple issue. Yeah, I'll like send.
Because
some
I
issues
because I
about
do
it,
think
and
Life
be
of a
like,
Show.
give me a song.
Yeah, exactly. Because I do think like of a Showgirl is like a tough starter
Yeah.
album
Yeah, a
for
tough
her.
entrance point for sure. Thank you
Like
for
it's
getting to the bottom of it with us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Happy
Life
to
of a
oblige.
Showgirl.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, for our breakdown. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
And we will see
right.
back to our regularly scheduled programming next time, where we will actually talk about Paris Fashion Week. We
Yes.
promise.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some of the trailers for our highly anticipated movies
Yes.
that are out. And we're going to get into spooky season and talk about some spooky things. So,
Lots of stuff, cool stuff coming.
cool stuff coming. And thank you for being here.
Yay. Thanks, y'all.
All right. Bye.